Dr. Quinn, I think we still have more adults who are skeptical about the vaccine than any other state in the union. What do you tell people who are skeptical about it for kids?
Well, what I tell adults, parents, is to follow the science and understand that the FDA, they're not a rubber stamp for the government, not for the pharmaceutical companies. They don't give in to pressure, because if you remember, the White House stated on September the 20th, they were going to make it so everybody could get the booster shot. The information was provided to the advisory committee for the FDA, and the FDA said, no, there's not enough safety data, and we're not going to rubber stamp it. And they got a lot of blowback from the political of the White House, the pharmaceutical companies of Pfizer, but they did not care because they put safety as number one. Our number one promise with the Hippocratic Oath when we were medical students is to do no harm. And the FDA is showing that they're very resistant to any type of pressure, and they're putting safety as number one.
Dr. Quinn, a number of vaccines are, of course, already mandated for or mandatory for children to get into school. I know it's a controversial topic, but do you think the COVID vaccine will be added at some point?
There's a very high likelihood. I mean, I want to say Los Angeles County schools are already talking about this. It may be mandated there, but there's a very high likelihood. And I've done a lot of stories with WJTV over the years about the DTaP and the other mandatory vaccinations for children to go to school, especially that DTaP for the 7th grade. But what I encourage my patients to understand is these vaccines are not being mandated to punish anyone. They're being mandated to protect our society as a whole. And what we have to understand is, even though our child might be fairly healthy, but with coronavirus, even healthy children are taking a hit. I mean, some healthy children are losing their life, but we also have to think about the children that are compromised, like with chronic asthma or even children with cancer. By making it so all children get vaccinated, eventually we can protect not only our children, but other children. And overall, we can protect our community as a whole. And that's what we want. We want to cut down the hospitalizations and cut down children, especially children, losing their lives.
Dr. Timothy Quinn, thank you so much for your information. It's always a good visit with you.
Hey, thank you.
And we'll be right back.